arm wrestling is always on my mind. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing, even if I'm driving, it's still on my mind. And it's been more on my mind as East versus West 16 is coming closer, and the big match, the big match. I think there's few of them, but one of them is Michael Todd versus Ermes Gasparini. So if you haven't seen my reaction to their first meeting, that was, what was the year? I forgot, like 8 years ago, 10 years ago. It was such a long time ago. Doesn't feel like reality, but it was very long time ago, and it was an absolutely insane battle. 3-2 at the end was the result. First two, Ermes Gasparini won, and then last 3 rounds Michael beat him. And I think there's a lot of things both guys can learn from that match. I think a lot of improvements they both can make. Ermes Gasparini, the problem, I think the biggest problem he's facing right now is all this time off. So last time he competed with right arm, like, was it versus Vitali in December of 2023, right? Then he pulled with left with Alijan. I don't think he pulled anyone else after that right arm, but that's it. That's a lot of time off. That's insanely long time off on this high level of, competition. Michael Todd, coming back from injury, pulled Frank Lamparelli, pulled Matt Mask, pulled Kamil Jablonski, Gennady Kukwin, won all those matches, and now I think is most likely this is one match away from the title shot, right? Which I think is absolutely fair for both of them. Ermes, the only losses he has last year's has been LEVAN and LEVAN, and yeah. So Ermes coming back from maybe too long time off, that will play a big part in this. Michael being super active and very focused on this match, I think gives him a big advantage. So for Ermes, he knows how to beat Michael. I think there's a lot of examples. But I do believe that Michael we're seeing right now is much stronger in all those fundamental movements we've seen before. Like, listen, yeah, me and Giannis, we talked about straight arm position. Michael was, in my opinion, and almost a lot of people's opinions, in fully stretched out position. He was still surviving because of some leverage advantages, and he's conditioned to be there, but Michael is much stronger everywhere. If you look at his like pronation lifts and everything else, he keeps going up and up, and the weights are insane. You might say, and I made a video about the angles, like how to, but if you look exactly how Michael arm wrestles, those angles translate exactly there. For him, longest time he was doing what he said, like just a circle type of workout. So he had a bunch of exercises, and he would just do a circle of it and then do it again with some specific weights, and which was fine, but it wasn't really specific arm wrestling training. Now he's doing more specific arm wrestling training. He's doing cupping, he's doing rising, he's doing all the things, and I feel like he has progressed a lot because there was insane amount of room to improve, especially when you don't do something. So everyone who goes to the gym first time, you go to a gym and the progress is crazy if you just stay consistent, because you're not used to doing these moves, so your body learns how to do them, becomes more efficient doing them, and you become stronger eventually. And I believe that's exactly what's happening with Michael Todd. He will face Ermes Gasparini in best of 5, the classic best of 5. So whoever wins first 3 is the winner, and most likely will get the title shot. Like, for me, like I see advantages that Ermes has. He has the speed. He's much younger. He has versatility. His top roll is absolutely one of the best there is on a planet against anyone. He's very smart arm wrestler. He takes matches very seriously. He studies his opponents. He understands what he needs to do, and he goes really hard. Like, Ermes goes really hard. The advantage that Michael has is like his experience, his conditioning. I believe now his size, strength, like I see it very equal, because I really don't know where Ermes is after all this time off and how it will play big part in this. Maybe it won't play big part at all, because So I'm thinking in my mind, like, how does this match goes? Does Ermes goes to the same position that Michael puts everyone in? Michael gets open up, gets the hand control, is stuck in position, but drains out his opponent. His opponent tries to press, cannot press him. That's the end. Or Ermes maybe tries something else, tries an approach that Devon did in 2021, if I'm correct, on the first King of the Table. He stayed more center and more from the center position, because like if someone is very good at open arm position, all they want you to do is get to the open arm position. So if you deny them that, they might feel uncomfortable. Problem with Michael Todd is Michael has a press. Michael has really, really good press. I would say his press is up there with the best guys ever, especially from the go. It's not a press he can stay in, but it's the hit that might just kill you. And for Ermes now, it's a big mystery to figure out. So does he start the first round grabbing really low, like he did versus Jerry, and then Mike switches up from the press to a top roll and takes the hand, or he expects a top roll and Mike just flashes him? So I can see both of these things can be an option. This makes it such an amazing match. I hope everyone's, like I say, this is my word now, excited, but I am really excited. And for me, I have to, I will watch what the both guys are doing. I will think about it, but right now it's 50-50. I don't know who has the edge. I say Michael Todd versus Gennady looked phenomenal. Gennady, arm-wise, was much stronger, but he couldn't get the hand. He lost the hand so quickly that it was gone and there was nothing he could do. If you're really just a little bit too fast with Michael and you kind of rush things, same thing can happen to Ermes. And if you rewatch the first match, last rounds he couldn't get past the center line because he was already drained. So amazing match. I think every arm wrestling fan should be excited, but most likely potential for absolute war with the biggest implications meaning there's possibly, most likely, a title shot very, very near for both of them, which would be just something amazing. Both of these guys, I think, need another crack at LEVAN, and Michael needs a first crack at LEVAN. Let's see what happens. Anyway, two warriors, gladiators, Viking, very excited, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Are you excited about this match? Who do you think is gonna win? Why? How? I always like reading the comments and see what people's minds is, because someone will say oh, in my mind, I'm like, everyone thinks like this, and then someone will put another perspective and I'll be like, that's interesting. Anyway, East versus West 16, Georgia, Tbilisi, 15th of February. Don't miss it. Stay strong. Love arm wrestling.